Here we go.
Well, hello there, you amazing, amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. I hope you're all well on this thirsty Thursday. That's it, thirsty Thursday. One day away from Friday. Thank Crunchy it's Friday and all that. And I hope yesterday you had a good hump. Let's get straight in the meat and potatoes. As we are sticking still with the Liam Payne situation, because there are things happening, it's just been reported that police have stormed. That's it, stormed, like stormtroopers. They've stormed the hotel on the hunt. They're on the hunt. I do like it when these sort of outlets over-dramatise things. But look, sometimes we have to over-dramatise things. And that's what I'm going to be... I'm not so much going to be over-dramatising things, but what we are going to be doing in this video is just getting a little bit real. Because what we have to understand is, whatever happened to Liam, there are questions around it, which we're going to get into those questions. And the real fact is, it weren't an accident. We know, just by looking at the balcony, the height of the railing that Liam went over, as shown by his own father looking over the balcony, yeah, he didn't fall. It weren't an accident. He weren't sort of wandering around on the balcony, annoyed, angry, on the pink magic powder and just went and shit carted it over the edge. That isn't what happened. So it weren't an accident. And is there things around this case that would seemingly suggest that there could potentially be other things at play here? So yeah, in this video we're getting into the weeds a bit. But first of all, let's have a look at this news report, which is, it says Liam Payne's hotel in Argentina stormed by police as they hunt for employee details. The Casa Sur hotel in Argentina has been stormed by police looking for further information into the tragic death of One Direction star Liam Payne. The hotel in which Liam Payne tragically fell to his death has been stormed by police, according to reports. The investigation is said to have progressed, with police now reportedly hunting for further information on employees of Casa Sur Hotel in Argentina. The singer passed away. We know all this. We don't need to read this word for word. But there has been another report as well here, which Kate Cassidy would suggest that they were planning on getting married. He had literally written her a note. Apparently he'd instructed her not to open it, so it's unclear whether she opened it prior to what happened or in the aftermath of what happened. But yeah, it would seem that Liam's mindset around their relationship was heading in a positive place. Now, some people would question some of the things that have been said, like perhaps him getting ladies to his hotel room isn't indicative of him moving in a positive direction. One direction, the wrong direction, and a direction that would eventually lead to his death, which was straight down. And look, let's just come back up and let's just speak about what is odd in this situation. You and I both know that we live in a society where there's fucking cameras everywhere. I don't even think that you could go and have a shit in some places without someone watching you on camera. I know it's a horrible thought, but look, it is what it is. There are cameras everywhere. Until there's an issue such as this, and then there seems to be a complete lack of cameras, or cameras are broken, or cameras don't record stuff. They just record or play on a loop, and they overwrite themselves. Sometimes they're not even real cameras. They might have a milk bottle inside them and they're just there for show. But in this situation, we have a lack of CCTV evidence from the hotel. So we've got a hotel that has got rich and famous people going there, an abundance of people and things happening, but no CCTV. So my thirst, because I'm thirsty. My first question is this: is this lack of CCTV coverage indicative of something more nefarious going on with the hotel? Has the hotel and its staff got a little bit of a side hustle on? Because look, nowadays we all need a side hustle. Gone are the days where you can just do a 9 till 5, get paid, and it pays for everything. The rising costs of living, everything, you know. we're all in it. We're all in it together. Side hustles are a thing now. There's channels on this platform that are all about side hustles. And maybe this hotel had a side hustle where staff were, you know, taking advantage of the people who would go there with a few readies and be bunging them some pink magic powder. And did this situation get the fuck out of hand? So that's the question here, isn't it? Obviously, the police have apparently stormed the hotel and they're looking for this staff. But with this lad, right, what we can't take away, and like I said yesterday, ultimately, he was a person who struggled with mental health for some time. Now, when I spoke about mental health, I get it. Not everybody understands it, and that's the point of it, isn't it? When we're doing videos like this, it's because, on the grander scheme of things, people don't really understand it unless they've had to deal with it themselves or dealt with children or dealt with parents, friends, whatever, who have struggled. Then they're not really in the best place to comment. They can only have an opinion based on their own experience with it. And look, some people have had a fantastic experience with it. Some people have had it and got help, and they've had a real great time with it. Great time, probably not the right terminology to use with mental health, but you get my point. My point being that some people get the help that they need. But I am a person who has seen multiple people not get the help they've needed, consistently tried to chase and seen failing after failing, and it has eventually led to somebody losing their life. But with respect of Liam Payne, many people's mentality is, look, he had money, he had the means. But look, you have to want help. First of all, people need to want help. And sadly, if that mindset is of that, I don't want help, and their mind isn't in the right place, then it's, the argument is it their mind, again, that's controlling what they're doing? So you're still down that realms of, he's not compos mentis, if you like. He's not compos mentis, so he's making decisions from a non-compos mentis position in the first place, and that is not helpful. But anyway, this wasn't an accident. The be-all and end-all is this wasn't an accident. Liam Payne goes into the foyer of this hotel, and he's trying to be around people or whatever, and the hotel are trying to hide something. They're trying to hide a situation. And I'm wondering now whether the hotel were well aware of what happened. They were well aware of what happened, what had got him into the position that he was in, and they were trying to shut it away, keep it away, and push him back into his room. You know, this is the mentality I get, because I know there's going to be people on either side of the fence here, because some people are going to say, look, if he's in a certain way, they're going to want to keep him away from other guests just in case it escalates. But then they chuck him in a fucking room on the 3rd floor with a balcony. So in one hand, you're thinking, you're ringing law enforcement or the authorities before he's even fallen, when you've put him in a situation that by your own admission, you're turning around and saying, oh, we don't know if he's going to hurt himself because he's in a room with a balcony. That, to me, is, you've already managed to do a risk assessment, if you like, and understood of the risk involved in him being in a room with a balcony, and yet you've done fuck all about it. You've seemingly placed him in that position. And the fact that Liam has smashed his fucking room up, apparently he smashed his room up, again is indicative of him trying to get out of the fucking room. And I wonder, because again, we've got no camera, so we can only wonder, was Liam under the influence of narcotics, and was he trying to get out of that fucking room to get help from a situation that you had placed him in? And did he actually fall backwards off of the balcony when he was trying to get out of the room via the balcony? Maybe he thought, because he wasn't in his fucking right mind, that he could perhaps get out of the room that he was perhaps locked in and couldn't get out. That's what I'm thinking. Are you with me? Are you with me? Or have I got to get my fucking tinfoil hat on? Because something don't sit right. It doesn't sit right. And yes, we have to acknowledge that he was struggling. He was someone who was struggling. I'm checking to make sure my camera's working. Is it working properly? I don't know. We'll check it at the end. If you see this video, it's working. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at the fact that there's something not right here. There's something that doesn't sit right. To me, what we're seeing is indicative of him being placed in a situation, and that situation has been caused by the hotel, and he seems to be trying to escape that situation. And all of the evidence so far from someone who's not a professional investigator is someone who was placed in a situation they didn't want to be in and was trying their up fucking most to get out of it. And it ended in tragedy. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you all in video 2 later as we dig into Delphi.